down the standings, but we just need to win each game we get opportunity to play. Stay tuned. We got more coming up on the Coach's Corner. We'll talk about tonight's ball game with the Dewitt Dragons right after this time.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab Team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab Team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home. Choose Drew Memorial.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring, and wishing them the best.
Ryburn Motor Company is open and here to serve you. Whether you are in the market for a new or a used vehicle, stop by and see their large selection. But you need to hurry because low prices means inventory will sell out quick. Now is the time to drive away in that vehicle you have always wanted. Ryburn Motor Company is open and sanitizing daily, and also delivery options are available. Visit the showroom or give them a call at 870-367-5353 or view the inventory online at RyburnAutomotive.com.
We're on the road tonight as we're in DeWitt, and Coach, anytime we come to DeWitt, they always play us tough. It seems like even doesn't matter. I mean, they just try to control the football they have in the past, and then they've had success doing that. But the Lumberjacks have never lost a conference game to the DeWitt Dragons. Yeah, and they're it's always tough for us. Even when we were really good and went over there, we never played really well over there. This will be the only time that we play on grass. This will be the first time of the year, and probably the only time that we're going to play on grass, which will be a different deal for our kids. The other thing is DeWitt. They're 2-2 right now. They've only played 4 ball games. They played McGee, Drew Central, West Helena, and Blytheville, and they beat Drew Central and beat Helena. It's a big ball game for them. It's a big ball game for us, and I think every conference game that you get a chance to play is huge. And they're getting their. We've heard that they're getting their tight end back, Dax Courtney, who's committed to Arkansas. He's not played since week 1, so week 2. So we got a chance to. We're gonna get an opportunity to see him tonight. We've heard that through the grapevine that he's practiced this week, and that's gonna make them better. It's their homecoming. I don't know how many games that I've played or we have played that another team's homecoming, but it ain't been very many. But with the circumstances, I think it's supposed to have homecoming a couple of weeks ago. They wasn't able to have it, so they had to move it to tonight. Of course, DeWitt, we travel over there, and what type of offense do they run? What type of defense? They're a spread team. They had a kid last year that broke the state record in receptions for us. He was a senior, fortunately, but he had over 20 catches against us last year, and they're a short passing game, and they're going to want to run the football a little bit. Defensively, they blitz you a lot. They line up in a 3-man front and bring a lot of different type of blitzes, and it's going to be interesting to see us try to pick that up. And like you said earlier about throwing the football, we need to throw the football tonight. We need to be able to throw the football and be successful throwing the football. I thought we were against Boonville. We were 11 of 16 for right at 200 yards, a little over 200 yards throwing that night, and we got to be balanced. And I mean, I love the way we're balanced right now with so many guys touching the football, but I also would like to be balanced as far as throwing and passing, and it's we're going to get an opportunity to do that tonight. I have a feeling that they're going to be more one high stuff. They're not going to sit here and let us just run the football like we were able to last week. So we got to be able to adjust and take what the defense gives us. And Matt Alf's done a really good job of throwing the football. I mean, he's gotten better every day. We went out and practiced, and we feel comfortable with him. If he has to go throw it 20 times, we feel good about that. And and tonight we might have to do that, but we're going to take what the defense gives us, and defensively, we got to keep getting better. I mean, I think that at times we're really good, and at times we miss a call or something that gives up a big play, and we can't do that. We got to be able to be focused the whole game, and then hopefully we'll be successful on the defensive side. But special teams is always huge. We didn't get a chance to punch the ball last week, and that's a concern for us right now. To be honest with you, we're not doing a very good job in punting the ball or punting coverage. Xander's he takes too many steps, and he wasn't our punter, but we had to get him to be our punter. So we've worked that every day. He's put a lot of time in trying to cut his steps down, and so if we do have to punt the ball tonight, hope we don't. But if we do, maybe we'll be better than that. And then kickoff, we got to continue to get better on our kickoff coverage. I thought last week it was great, but it was just 1 week. We got to keep getting better at that. Hey, then we got final comments coming up here from Coach Embry right after this timeout from our sponsors.
James Hamilton is running to be your circuit judge. He has the knowledge and experience voters in Southeast Arkansas deserve. James is a seasoned professional with more than 30 years' experience in Arkansas law.
Hi, this is James Hamilton. My extensive experience in Arkansas law has more than prepared me for this opportunity. I promise to be honest, fair, and to apply the law equally to all who appear before the court.
Vote for experience on November 3rd. Vote James Hamilton for circuit judge. Paid for by James A. Hamilton for circuit judge.
Warren Bank and Trust Company provides fast, easy, reliable service with loans to fit your needs. Whether you need a car loan, a house loan, ATV loan, or a new boat, just come by and let Warren Bank make your dreams come true. See a loan officer today about your dreams and make them come true with Warren Bank and Trust Company. Warren Bank and Trust, member Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, member FDIC. Warren Bank and Trust Company. Let them serve you with your next loan. That's Warren Bank and Trust. Through Sunday, shop for these great specials at Super Value Foods during the weekend blowout sale. You'll find Brian Juicy Jumbo Hot Dogs, 15 ounce, 98 cents. Sunny Delight Citrus Punch, 40 ounce bottle, only 98 cents. Fresh ground beef, 10-pound rolls, $1.68 a pound. And baby back rib, pork ribs, $3.88 a pound. Fresh ground beef in the family pack, just $1.98 a pound. And boneless beef brisket, $2.98 a pound. It's the weekend blowout sale at Super Value Foods through Sunday.
So it's a conference game tonight on the road. We're on the road the next 2 weeks, actually. Then we'll finish up the regular season at home if we get to play all 4 games remaining on the schedule before playoffs kick off. But, Coach, it's finally turned off cool, and it's football weather. It feels like lumberjack football. It does. It's nice. And, last week we got an opportunity to play in a pouring down rainstorm, and you always want to do that at some point during the season because the later you play, the colder and the wetter it gets. I thought our kids handled it well. We had no turnovers, which is a very, very good thing. Well, we had one late, but outside of that turnover, I thought we handled the ball really well in the wet. And now with it turning cold, it was chilly last Friday night. It's going to be a little bit colder tonight, but that's never been a big problem here, so that's not a concern going in. The biggest concern for us is to continue to get better. To make sure that we're doing what we need to do to get better every week. And I thought that the last 2 weeks, I've been here for 21 years, where we were week 2 to where we are going into week 7. This place, credit to the kids how hard they've worked and time they put in up here to get to where they're at right now. And we want to. You can't be satisfied with where we're at. We got to keep going and see what we can do. And that's what I told our kids Sunday night is we got a long season ahead of us, and that's what we want to do. And if we keep working, keep putting the time in that you're doing right now, you got a chance to be a really good football team. And I really believe that. And I think people can start seeing that a little bit, because we're very different. But our kids are improving every week, and we got to go in and take care of the football tonight. And then, don't miss calls on defense. There's still a lot of stuff that we can improve on that can make us a better football team, and we need to start making steps that way. Stay tuned. It's Warren and DeWitt, the Dragons. I have it right here on K Country for Coach Bo Embry. I'm Jimmy Sledge. Stay tuned. Lumberjack football is next.
What's the best thing about your car? It's nice if it looks great and has plenty of power, but the best part is it gets you where you need to go. It's the same way with Bradley County Medical Center. Sure, it's a building filled with amazing technology, but more important, it's a place that takes us from illness to wellness. It's reliable transportation on the road to recovery. It's something to think about May 6th through the 12th as facilities across the country celebrate National Hospital Week. At Bradley County Medical Center, we are hometown people taking care of our hometown.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life. The right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development,
Jeff Wardlaw, a man of faith, family, and business. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by committee to elect Jeff Wardlaw for state representative.
This year, there's no need to go all over Arkansas to find your next vehicle. At Lucky's of Monticello, we want to be your home for all your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC needs.
I've been buying vehicles since I was 18 years old, and the easiest trade I ever made was at Lucky's in Monticello.
Call, click, or come by today and find new roads to Lucky's of Monticello, your home for big town selection and small town prices. 1213 Highway 425 North in Monticello, or online at autobuylucky.com.
And a very pleasant good evening and welcome to DeWitt, Arkansas, as we get set for this afternoon of this evening's ball game between the Lumberjacks and the Dragons of DeWitt. And David King joins me on the broadcast. I'm Jimmy Sledge. We welcome you to our broadcast here on KWRF and by the internet on the live stream brought to you by the East Lab at Warren High School. David, what do we know about DeWitt that Coach Embry didn't tell us on the pregame show?
Well, couple of folks to look at when you're playing DeWitt. Your quarterback's going to be a junior by the name of Luke Smith. He did not play last year, but he is playing this year and won the starting job. He's got two main targets. One is Dax Courtney, a 6'6" senior who is going to sign with the Razorbacks and who has been out since the opening game. Is just coming back. And Ben Hackney, number 8, who is a junior, has picked up where Courtney left off. The running back and a receiver is a gentleman by the name of Logan Moss. He is a tackling machine. He had over 100 tackles last year as a junior. They're expecting more out of him, and hey, he has delivered this year as a senior. And last but certainly not least, when they do run the football and you're watching, take a look at number 57, Will Moss. He is a sophomore, a 6'3", 295-pound sophomore who will play both defensive line and offensive line. So those are the players to be looking at.
All right, that's who we'll try to watch and see what they come up with. It's a cool night here in Southeast Arkansas over in the Delta, and I see us quite a few Lumberjack fans across the way. Again, we welcome you to our broadcast. Thank you for joining us on the radio. Thank our sponsors the next time you're in their businesses as you hear their names on our later. What make these possible for us to bring you the ball games, and we want to thank them as well. We'll take a break and hear from one of our sponsors, or a few of our sponsors, and be back with more on our pregame show when we continue in just a moment.
Great memories playing house football. My time playing lessons remember to play hard, work together as a team, and be safe out there. I appreciate
This is Crystal Wilkinson. If you're looking at ATV, you rate 5% with the annual percentage rate of 3.51. So call me at 226-2035 and let Union Bank help you drive for 365. That's Union Bank and Trust, member SCIC. Financing with approved credit, rates as low as 3.65% with the APR of 3.91. See loan officer for details. James Gillette and Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, is one of the oldest body shops in Warren, so it makes sense when you need vehicle damage repair that they're the place to go. Using top-of-the-line replacement parts, the professionals. Glass and Body Shop can restore your vehicle to tip-top condition. And James Glass and Body Shop is the only full-service glass shop in Warren. They custom cut glass for home, business, and auto. So the next time you need professional vehicle repair or custom cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, or call 226-3130.
At Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren, you'll find a complete line of feed for all your livestock. That's right, Johnson's Hardware now stocks a complete line of feed for all your dogs, cats, cows, horses, chickens, whatever you may want to feed, you'll find it at Johnson. Not only do they have all your electrical, plumbing, and hardware needs, you'll find
a complete line of feeds at Johnson's Hardware. So go by and check it out. Highway 63 North and Warren. Johnson's Hardware. If they don't have it, you don't need it.
And again, we welcome you back here to DeWitt. We get set for tonight's ball game, conference ball game, big game for both these teams. Warren sitting at 1-0 in conference. DeWitt is 1-0 in conference as well. Looking around the conference tonight, Monticello was scheduled to play a conference game, but that I believe was with Crossett, and it got canceled due to COVID. So Monticello's playing Greenbrier tonight. That's a non-conference game, but you can listen to the broadcast on our sister station, KHBM 93.7. Star City's back in action after being off for 2 weeks. They are at home against Dumas tonight. You can listen to that broadcast on our sister station, KGPQ 99.9. And then we found out about 10 o'clock this morning that the McGee Owls and the Rising Wildcats game was canceled due to Rising coming down, someone testing positive over there. So McGee, that was a big ball game in the 6-3A make it conference in Southeast Arkansas. That was probably going to decide the conference championship in that one, even this early in the season.
Yeah, because those are the two top teams in that conference, and now it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how things work out. As Coach Embry and I talked about on the pregame show. Well, it depends on how many conference games you play, on where the seeding is, and how it's going to all work out come the first week in November when we try to figure out how the postseason is going to go. We are here in. We need to remind you that our folks at American Shifty Corporation, proud sponsor of Lumberjack football. American Shifty Corporation, they've been in business for about 50 years now, and they are located at 2101 East Broadway in North Little Rock. But if you're in the trucking business, the logging business, hey, you need to write these numbers down. 1-800-444-5977. That's the toll-free number direct to their shop. Or Michael Adair's number. He works for them, 820-2028. What they can do for you if you're in the logging business or heavy equipment business, they can fix any big truck transmission, rear end, or clutch. They do all types of work. They guarantee their work. They'll get you back on the road or in the woods quicker than anybody else. And they do offer a 1-year, no questions asked warranty. So the next time you're broke down, call American Shifty Corporation or Michael Adair at 820-2028. And we need to thank Dr. Kerry Pennington for helping us sponsor our broadcast tonight. I want to thank him for being a part of Lumberjack football this season. They had the coin toss. You see who won?
Yes.
You were watching this time?
I was watching.
Okay.
DeWitt won the toss and will receive. And we'll be defending the south end.
South goes. So Warren will be on defense to start this football game as both teams have made their way. It's homecoming. As Coach Embry talked about it, they were supposed to have homecoming a couple of weeks ago. It got canceled, so they moved it to tonight. And, we talked about it. There's not many teams choose Warren to play as a homecoming. But, hey, who knows? It's high school football. You never know what will happen.
No, you don't. It's up for grabs.
As we get set for tonight's ball game, we'll take another break, and we'll come back with the start of tonight's ball game in just a moment.
Being fair and impartial.
I'm Cruz Purrier. I ask for your vote for Circuit Judge Division 1.
Look, lad, paid for by committee to elect Cruz Purrier.
You might not be a celebrity, but to us, you're a star. At South Arkansas Community College in El Dorado, the faculty and staff are invested in you. We recognize that students like you compete are important. So we want you to be a star at South Ark. Visit www.southark.edu/INF.
Gardner Body and Glass at 607 East Church Street in Warren can take care of all your auto body needs. They specialize in collision repair and provide customer-friendly service. With over 20 years' experience in the auto body repair business, there's no job too big or too small for Gardner Body and Glass. So the next time you're in an accident, give Michael Gardner dependable auto body repair work, give Mike